Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite sleepy Korean here, and well, yeah, I'm very sleepy. I barely got any sleep last night, and there was a lot of things that happened last night. If you're in the Discord server, I'm not going to talk about those things here, but it was just a wild night. And then once I got home, I just sort of chilled in the voice channel there on the server and just kind of talked to everybody for a few hours, just kind of detoxing after everything. But getting back on topic here, just talk about the title of the video. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck anymore. I I don't know. I've kind of like been bobbing and weaving between this line for a while now, for like the last couple years, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it. It's like a random goofy video, because well, I'm also, like I said, very tired. I just don't have energy for anything else. But no, so I remember making a video similar to this. I want to say, oh, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago now, or something like that, or 4 years ago, where I was like, I'm just starting to not really care about anything. I just kind of want to I don't know, nothing really matters to me, you know what I mean? Somebody could run up and, shoot me in the face, and I'd be like, oh, it's alright, I don't really care, it is what it is, and yeah, so I was doing that for a while, up until, I don't know, like earlier this year, I want to say. And then for some reason, during the time that I started like recovering from my eating disorder, and just like, I don't know, getting more in touch with my community, I found myself caring about things again, in terms of just like something happens in my life and then I have an emotional response to it. And I hate when I'm like that. See, I'm the type of guy where I work best when I'm nonchalant, emotionless, and flat, and like monotone, and just like, all right, like whatever. And unfortunately, I did find myself a few times, like earlier this year, where like it didn't matter what it was. I just found myself like caring about things in life more, caring about things that happen more or less. And then, I don't know, that was just like a weird experience for me. It felt like all my emotions were coming back online, because for a while I was just like in this blanket state of like neutral. But then I was experiencing these emotions again, which was also probably part of my eating disorder recovery, let's be honest, because that's also part of it. Like when you finally recover, you like, start feeling things again. So I was feeling anger, I was feeling sadness, I was feeling all these things, even like slight touches of happiness. And I was like, what is this? This is also foreign, especially the happiness part. But I don't know, man. So that was just like a weird period. I think I just kind of want to blame that on my eating disorder stuff, and just like me trying to get better. My brain's just like literally rebuilding itself in real time. So it's like, what do you expect? But especially recently, I want to say back in September, late August, somewhere in there, something in my brain finally clicked, where I finally started to stop caring again. And now I think I'm at a point where I finally say I don't care anymore again, and it's great. I'll go more in depth on that in a minute, but when I say I don't care, I just mean in the sense that I don't really care what people think of me. I don't really care what happens in my life, because at the end of the day, you gotta realize that no matter what happens in this life, no matter what happens in this world, life is temporary anyway. It's just like, our time comes, our time comes for us all at some point anyway. So it's like, what happens today, tomorrow, what happened yesterday, what's gonna happen in a week, none of it really matters at the end of the day. It's like that Linkin Park song, because in the end, it doesn't even matter. And it's true, it really doesn't. I know there's like a conversation we had, well, like, oh, that's a bleak output on, or that's a bleak outlook on life. The things do matter. The things you do influence future generations, etc., etc. And, if you want to say that, then, sure, fair point. But at the same time, does it really matter for you personally, though? Like, is it worth stressing yourself out and worrying about all these little things in life, when, like, and it's, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die. Who cares, man? At the end of the day, we're all just gonna be piles of bones 6 feet underground, or a pile of ash inside of a jar. And it's not like I've lost my will to live, or like I don't care about anything, right? Like, I still care about video games and anime and Tifa Lockhart and all this, like I still got things I care about and love and whatnot. It's just like, I don't know. I think I finally stopped caring, and I think I realized that that's part of the key to happiness. I posted a video about a week or two ago saying I found the key to happiness, or something like that. And part of, I'm sorry, be honest, I'm so tired. But in that video, I was basically saying like, the key to happiness is like prioritizing, or finding where you should prioritize your energy in your life, what you should invest your energy into, and like what is the best use of your time. And not like doom scrolling the internet all the time, and like reading and watching all the garbage that's on there. Sorry. But also, like, another part of it is just learning to let go, and just learning to let go of what you can't control of, and just learning that nothing in this life is guaranteed, you know, like, even the people in your life that you think are, you know, you're so close with, like, you know, maybe one day, you know, you won't be, you know what I mean? Like, you know, people can change up at any minute, situations can change up at any minute, you know, whether that be just like real life situations, financial situations, you know, like, it's nothing in this life is guaranteed, and you kind of just got to learn to go with the flow and just stop caring about everything, because again, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, so like, who really cares? It's a really freeing feeling too, because now it's at a point where it's like, you know, anybody can say anything to me and anybody can do anything to me, and it's like, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I mean, I've always been that way, like, I don't really care what people say, just in general, but now, like, even more so, like, you know, it goes beyond that now, where it's like, anything can happen. I'm just like, man, you know, man, that's what it is. What it is. What, like, seriously, at this point in 2025, in this year, what can happen to any of us that we can't handle at this point? Do you know how insanely stupid life has been for the last couple of years? Like, what can we take at this point? You know, what's the point in even complaining about anything anymore? What's the point in trying to figure anything out? What is the meaning of all of this? You know, maybe it's just because my birthday was like a week ago, and maybe I'm just getting old and starting to become too philosophical and questioning everything. But like, what is the point of life, dog? Like, why do we exist? We're born into this world against our will. We live against our will, and then we just die against our will, and that's it. Like, what's the point? It's just an endless cycle. You know what it's like? It's like a factory machine. It's like, all right, new person's born. We throw them into society. They try to help build up society. Maybe contribute something artistic. Then they die. All right, then it's on to the next. And it's just like this conveyor belt of just people and souls. I'm not saying life is pointless, and I'm not saying I don't want to live or something. Because I mean, like, obviously I got things to live for. Look at that video game shelf in the back, man. I got things to live for. But it's like, I don't know, man. What is the point of life, and what's the point in caring about any of it? Here, let's do a little bit of therapy real quick, just for anybody going through literally anything right now. We'll just like blast through a couple things. Okay, are you having money troubles right now? It's fine. Money doesn't matter when we're dead. Is your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you know, you guys having problems right now? You guys will probably be broken up before we're all dead anyway. Okay, let's see. You having family troubles? Okay, everybody has family troubles, but again, doesn't matter when you're dead. You see what I mean? Like, you can literally answer every question with that. It's like, gonna die one day, so I was like, whatever. And when I say that, I don't say that in a depressing sense, or in a sense like, oh, we're gonna, like, you know, in like a super emo way, like, well, I'm just gonna die anyway, you know, like Eeyore the donkey. But no, more or less what I mean by that is, you know, everybody, whenever somebody's going through something, people have this tendency to overgeneralize and overanalyze and dramatize the severity of the thing that they're going through, and they get sucked into this mindset that what they're going through is going to have, you know, it's going to last forever and it's never going to go away. But if you look at it through the lens of when I'm dead, who's going to care? Or if you want something less severe, it's just say like in 100 years, who's going to care? You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be 100 years. I mean, honestly, the smaller you make the scope, it honestly helps the analogy a bit more. Like, when you look at some of your problems, you know, even if you don't go through the 100-year lens, just say like, okay, in 5 years, am I really going to care about this? No. Like, in a week, am I even going to care about this? You know what I mean? So like, whatever you're going through, it's like, you know, life happens, life hurts, things happen, but you know, you already got through, God only knows what else. So are you really not going to get through this? Is this really worse than what you've been through before? Like, no. And even if it is, once again, we all die at the end anyway, so who really cares? Attention check. Here's a tech deck. I don't know. I got these for my birthday. My mom always does gets these cool birthday trinkets, and one of the ones she got me was like a tech deck. Now I ain't played with tech decks since I was like a kid, so I don't you know, I can't do them anymore. Like, I used to be able to like kickflip them, so you gotta hit the finger there just enough for it to fly in the air, and then you gotta knock it down on that side to bring it back down. But I can't do it anymore. But these things have like a really wide I don't know what you want to call it, like really big tails on the ends, so I don't know, maybe I can try to learn how to kickflip these things. I gotta get like a little tech deck collection again or something, dude. Those things were so cool. I remember like back in school, you know, get like, you know, there were some of those kids where they were like masters at it. They get like their fingers on it, like, doing like all these kickflips. Dude, it was so cool. Kickflips, dude, or kickflips. Tech decks are so gnarly, dude. I love them. But anyways, yeah, sorry for the random video. I was just, if I'm gonna be honest, I was too tired to make anything else. And also, this was just like a cool conversation piece that I had in my head of like, you know what? I think I'm finally at that point again where I just don't give a fuck, and it feels pretty cool, man. It's just like, you know, whatever, you know, nothing really matters at the end of the day. So, you know, just kind of, you know, it toss the hood back up. It's like, all right, it'll be all good. One thing I hate about my long hair is there's no good way to really situate it when I have my hood up. So it's just kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of looks weird. It just doesn't look very flattering. But yeah, you know, it's just, life's a lot easier when you stop caring. So if you find yourself caring about everything, just stop caring and life will get easier. Because at the end of the day, it won't matter when we're dead. But anyway, as always, a massive shout out and thank you to the Patrons and channel members. Thank you to all leaving the low wallet tier, and an even bigger shout out and thank you to the Bibble Last King, and Manny, and the biggest shout out and thank you to all leaving the G tier, Round of Vengeance, Little Cheese Girl, and Scrift. Thank you guys so much, guys, to Little Legends. I love you. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.